Sargent claims that he calls from his memory a contact with other beings and the revelations they made to him. We've all heard of UFOs, commonly known as unidentified flying objects, but what about these UFOs and encounters with other beings? The ancients called them gods from the skies, angels, other beings described for centuries until recent decades they simply changed the names. If there's one thing these entities are eager to make us realize, it's that they come from other worlds. But is it true with us? Are they here? Did they ever actually come? Could they be time travelers, or are they next to us at the same time from another dimension? In well-known novels such as H.G. Wells' classic The Time Machine, but also in many motion pictures such as Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox and many others, stories are described with time travelers, time machines, where people or aliens leave the future, come to the past, or vice versa. Everything sounds too convenient and easy, or with the difficulties presented depending on the plot of the project. Could this actually be the case? Could those who make these journeys be people coming from distant worlds or the future, to travel to the distant past or present and engage in secret programs to collect DNA, cells, sperms, eggs, as a means of trying to save what's left of us thousands of years later? And according to Mysterious Universe, a former member of the U.S. or the Air Force, one of the keys in a well-known UFO involvement in Rendlesham Forest, Suffolk, England, in December of 1980, Sergeant Jim Penniston, in 1994, entered hypnotic regression procedure in an attempt to retrieve deeply buried data about what happened to him during the contact he had in Britain. Penniston stated that the alleged aliens are in fact visitors from a distant future. This future, he said, was very dark, living in an infinitely deep problem, where people are lost in large percentages due to reproduction problems due to some infection. He said, based on what he learned from these entities he met in the forest, that they travel to the distant past, to our present day, to secure sperm, eggs, chromosomes as part of an effort to ensure the continuation of the human race of tomorrow. Scientists do not agree with the existence of ways to travel through time. Theoretically, always, according to the knowledge of today and so far up to now, with the technology we have today, could these entities, or these what some people call Pleiadians and other races said to be visiting Earth, not be aliens but are human descendants from the future? Question mark. Of course, as we all understand, there's no hard evidence for these assumptions. So far, there's no evidence, no definition, and definitive absolute proof of travelers from the future or the past to the present day, only controversial indications. In other words, everything is very theoretical, and it's up to each one of us to accept or reject such theories and possibilities. Now, as far as the sergeant recalling his memory of these otherworldly beings, that's up to each one of us to accept or not accept. I've translated this from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.